What makes a man successful? That's the question of the century, and everyone offers a different answer. The majority, however, believes that a successful man is someone who's always seen out partying, making conversation, and altogether someone who always has something to do. That couldn't be any further from the truth. Sometimes, it's the person who seems like a loner, or someone who always speaks when spoken to, or when they have something to contribute, who end up surprising all of us and making it big in this world. Do you want to make it big too? Here's what you need to live by. Number 10. Social media following makes no difference. In a 21st century, where everyone has their devices on hand all day, every day, and they're all on at least one social platform, it's easy to think that the person with the most followers is the most successful. In hindsight, it's the way the whole following system is made to seem. These are the people who follow your every move, so you must be a big shot. However, the truth is that it's just something we made up ourselves to curb our vanity. Social media following has no link to success. Do all the billionaires of the world double as social media influencers with millions of followers too? You know they don't, and that's because they don't need to. You see, someone who's successful and comfortable with what they have and who they are doesn't need a large following to show for it. The fact is, true success isn't measured by people who follow you on a social platform where you worry about the next best post, the next greatest caption, or something that'd break the internet. Number 9. Women will find you more attractive. You go to a party, and you see a man who's surrounded by a group of people and talking passionately about something. This huge group also includes women who are listening to what this guy has to say. Now, to the inattentive eye, it might seem like Mr. Life of the Party is the most attractive guy at the party, and everyone's listening intently because they think so too. That, however, is just something we assume. It's not at all true. Sure, everyone loves an extrovert because they show them a good time, but that doesn't always translate to attraction. If anything, it rarely ever means that. The truth is that women like someone who's a lot more reserved, someone who speaks sometimes, but with meaning whenever they do. Think about it. There's one guy at the corner of the club who's been yapping non-stop about something hard to keep track of, and then someone over at another corner who's minding their own business, enjoying their company, and talking about something that's a topic of interest. Women want someone who comes with an air of mystery surrounding them. They don't want someone whose only trait is that they can talk into the night. Number 8. Make everything about you by speaking less. It might almost sound impossible to make the entire conversation about you if you're doing none of the talking, but that's exactly what will have everyone directing their attention toward you and focusing solely on anything you have to say. While everyone entertains the guy who talks the most for a minute or two, there ends up coming a time when they wish someone else would get a chance to speak. That's where the guy who intently listens but doesn't offer up anything shines. Conversations need to be a two-way street. You can't be the talker and make sure that everyone else listens to you. That's a recipe for disaster, or having everyone else walk away. The guy who keeps to himself is on everyone's radar. Everyone wants to know what he has to say. There comes a point when people grow tired of the person who won't shut up, and they direct their gaze toward the quiet one. They want to know what he's thinking about, what he has to say, and what his opinions are. That's how you make the whole night about yourself, by doing absolutely nothing. Number 7. Self-assuredness shows through listening, not speaking. What happens when someone's nervous? They start talking gibberish. It's a clear sign that someone either isn't comfortable about themselves or comfortable in their surroundings. Hardly the sort of person you trust to be around. On the other hand, someone who's self-assured and doesn't have anything to prove would be someone who's quietly standing there and observing his surroundings. The best thing you can do is to stand quietly and soak everything in. This allows you to be conscious of your surroundings and in control at all times. You're not someone who's fazed easily because you know everything that's going on. In addition, it all circles back to the fact that you're comfortable enough with who you are that you don't need to yap on and on. There's also another way to look at this. You're leveling the playing field by getting the people who are all talk and no substance out of the way first. Number 6. Less friends makes you smarter. There's this psychological fact that you're always competing with the people in your surroundings, even your friends. especially your friends. When you're aware of the certain skill set that some people possess, you go out of your way to be better than them at it, even when you're setting yourself up to fail. Everyone has this intrinsic need to be better than everyone else at everything. But let's face it, you can be a jack of all trades, but a master of just some. Here's where quiet people shine, specifically the people who confine their social groups to just a few select friends. They're not always in constant competition with the people around them. They have more time to focus on their own goals and things that hold meaning to them. This, in turn, helps them achieve greatness in whatever they set out to do. In addition, having fewer friends allows you to focus on the relationships that matter most to you, and you don't have to deal with the undue stress of always looking over your shoulder. Number 5. Hone your professional skills over social skills. Would you rather be someone with a large social group or someone with a professional rap sheet that stretches on for miles? It's an obvious choice. You need to pick your professional life over your social life. This isn't to suggest that you have to give up on your social life entirely. It's just that you need to give one thing priority over the other. Look, the truth is that in today's world, we just seem to think that everything's about partying and having a good time. You don't even need a balance. You need to prioritize your personal growth over all else. People who are attracted to your success will come after you by themselves. And this will also help you limit your social circle in a way that you only keep like-minded people around you. By keeping like-minded people in your inner circle, you're further guaranteeing that you're surrounded by people who chase the same goals as you, and it will motivate you to be your absolute best. Number 4. Most billionaires are introverts. When you take a look at the list of the richest people in the world, what do you see? 2 things: introverts and a whole lot of zeros. Believe it or not, they're both interlinked. Extroverts make it far in life by relying on only a handful of skills, and most of them have to do with their charisma. We all know that your charisma eventually dies and slows down with age. What will an extrovert hold on to when there's someone younger and more charismatic on the scene? See, some people don't have skills. They have limitations. Introverts, on the other hand, get the time and energy to hone other skills, actual ones that can help them become successful in life. This could include personal and professional growth, navigating relationships better, and even being able to meditate and reflect on their surroundings. Introverts get a bad rap just because they're not the supposed life of the party. Again, the next time anyone makes you feel bad for being in a corner when someone else is demanding all the attention, just remember how everyone who's anyone in this world started in the same corner as you. Number 3. Partying less makes you healthier. This is something most people don't think about, or they just don't care enough about. It's that partying is detrimental to your health. All that alcohol can't be good for you, and medical experts have been telling us for years that you need to watch whatever goes into your body. Besides the strain all those flashing lights can have on your eyes, the alcohol can have on your organs, and the damage you can do when you're not in control. Partying all the time also comes with a whole lot of emotional constraints. You should prioritize your time doing something productive. It might not sound like the cool thing to do, but it's the rational thing, and it'll pay off big in the future. Number 2. Optimize your goals. Did you know that studies have shown people who keep talking about their goals are less likely to achieve them? This is because by talking about your goals and getting this feeling of approval from everyone around you, they're assuming that they've already achieved what they set out to do. That's not true. So don't be someone who just yaps on and on about all the things that they could do, and be someone who gets down and achieves everything they want to. Number 1. The top 1% man. At the end of the day, it's all about being the top 1% man. That's a hard feat to achieve, and an even harder one when you've been misguided to believe that the only way you can be successful in life is by yapping away. The person who's at the very top is someone who has achieved their goals, is self-assured, and secure about themselves and everything that they are. They're also the people you'd least expect, the quiet ones and the introverts of this world. So take a page out of their playbook, apply these 10 tips to your lives, and be the best version of yourselves today. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more.